everybody, this is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have that stack of papers, the matte stack, and it is adhesive backed, which you can make your pieces of cardstock or whatever that you're using adhesive backed just by putting some double-sided tape on it, or you just have to glue it. But it would be easier if you had them with some kind of adhesive on the back, but not necessary, okay? So, and then you need some kind of nesting die, all right? And you can do this with your regular cardstock you have in your stash, and or you can do it with your matte stack. So I am going to go through and see what I might have that would be interesting to go along with the solid matte stack colors that I have. So let's see. Seeing if I have anything Christmassy. Now, this is a page from a coloring book that my mom did a long time ago. I've got quite a few of them. I might try that too. Actually this one might work a bit better. It was a black background. Aren't those pretty? And she did such a good job. Yes, she did. I love that woman. And there's a little piece. I am looking to do this Christmassy, but you don't have to. You can do it with anything. Why not? There's a piece of vellum with something printed on it. Let's see. That's all pink. I'm trying to let you see what's in here. Let's see here. This is some printed items that I did. We'll do that. And let's see. I don't know that I really have very much Christmassy in here, but I do have some of these different things that I played with. Lots of pink. Lots of strips, but they're all blues, I believe. And there's that piece that my dog destroyed most of it. Okay, this would work. This was some watercolor papers that I did with you guys at one point. Not really looking for blue. It's pink. I want more red. That's a little more red. There's another green. Lots of purple. What is that one? Okay, more purple. Purple. I'll pull it out because there are some purple papers in there, and then you guys can just see. There's more strips and stuff. There is a coffee dyed card. Then we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. There's a piece of red. See, like I said, I think I've gone through and pulled out most of the Christmassy type stuff. There's a piece of gray, piece of, and let's see, here's some of these little things might be interesting to mix in. And now it's not large enough for anything. And then here's a little piece of red that I think might work for us. Okay, so there you go. We all have, I don't think that's even, can that, oh, that'll work. Okay, what's this one? Oh, that'll work. And Yep, okay. I think we've got, well now this is, it's blue, but it's Christmassy. And these were some things I was trying out and I didn't like it, but lots and lots of pink, but I'm thinking these two panels might work out great. I like the writing and I like the stuff there. I love the paper. It's and then I do have this old book page, so that might be interesting to play around with a little bit as well. Okay, so I have not done this before. It's just something that kind of popped into my head because my head is always going. I have a very hard time sleeping. Got to turn my head off is just not the easiest thing in the world for me. Anywho, okay, so now I'm going to bring up my ginormous, there we go. Move my glues. Okay, so we have our nesting. I chose this one, and it is an old one that I got, and it is a Spellbinders, and it's labeled 25 is what it is. Okay. I need to get new plates. I go through new plates, making my doilies. I go through new plates a lot. That's why you guys don't see me do too much with the die cutting machine, because I do a lot with this die cutting machine, and it's like when I get to play, the last thing I want to do is die cut. Okay, so I am going to just start. See, now this one I won't get, well, I can do it clockwise like this. Yeah, and you know, it's not going to bother me to be that way, but if it does you, then don't do it. Or I could just use the next one down. Okay, so we have that. And then I like this side, I'm going to go ahead and rip this apart and flip it over, because you know, if you die cut on the wrong side, you get whatever, this kind of leaves a, I don't know, it like dimples, and I don't like that. Now this one, it won't matter if it's like this. So let's put this up here. And you guys know, I mean, I would just fill all these up, but you know that your machine does not really like having to go through 2 or 3 different ones at the same time. It gets a little persnickety, and so I baby mine because it works hard for me. Okay, here we go. I gotta stand up for this one. So we're just going to get a lot of different ones of these. So we have this one. We've got this. And we've got this one. So now I'm going to take can you see? I'm going to take this one and match it up. And I'm going to take this one and match it up. And I could probably get away with doing a little one down here. You can't see it. I'm just going to tear the paper. But yeah, so let's see. So this is what I've got. Okay. Move a few more things. so hard for me to do this up front here because I don't have that much width for room. Here it is. All right. There we go. So now we have that one, and we have this one, and we have this one, and we have this one. So now I'm going to take this one and put it here. Whoopsie. Oh, where'd you go? Here it is. I'm going to take this one and put it here. And I'm going to put this down beyond that one, but just not in the same line. And we have this little piece, oh, I'm sorry, this little piece here. So here's all, and then I'm making the next size down, and the next size down. And then I want to start a larger one. So let's get the coffee dyed paper and put it this way. And I'm going to start a larger one again right on that. Doesn't matter that I've got the lines in it or anything. I'm not that worried about it. And let's see, I'm going to slide this way so okay, so here we go. Trying to keep all of these in one spot so that I don't lose them. So we'll lay this down. I keep finding things I gotta move. Okay, so you guys get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and finish up. Let me grab my chair here. Finish up a bunch of these, and then I'll come back. Just a little FYI, there are, it sometimes can be a little more tedious than doing it the other way, but if you want to do your nesting plates together, you can certainly do that. But like I said, sometimes it's a little more problem than what it's worth. But in other ways, it's almost a little easier to make sure you're kind of getting everything centered. But like I just did, the one I was fixing hit the other one, which then hit the other one, and everything moved. So, but once you get it right, lay it down, then you're only going through one time. Get it all the way to the end. And voila, we have all our different groupings. I'm still working on some more. Oh, isn't that cute with her little face, right? Oh, sorry. Her little face. There it is. So cute. Okay, so I'm still making more, but I did figure out that works pretty well. Okay, guys, back in a minute. Hey everybody, this is Lisa, Paper Lace and Bling. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy our little tutorial today. Okay, so what you're going to need for this tutorial and what we're doing. I want to see about utilizing some of the things I have in my craft room. I'm kind of wanting to get back into that kind of stuff. So I pulled a nesting die down. There's 5 of them. Still trying to come up with ways of using up these mat stacks. This, I think, is the last one that I have Christmassy, but I have others. So, you know, you don't have to, I'm doing Christmas, but you don't have to do Christmas with this project. And I haven't actually made one yet, so I don't really know what we're ending up with. So, it's going to be interesting. So you either need, you know, like a mat stack, or just, the mat stack is 6.5 by 4.5, okay? And I am going to use these in the final product, but I also use some of them for the other part, which I'm going to show you in just a second. But, like, you also can use your embossing folders. So I had 3 here that I used throughout, which I'll again show you some of the different things that I did with them. But like, this is Kaiser Craft Damask. This one is Cuttlebug, and I'm sorry, I must have bought it at a garage sale because I didn't know the pattern to it. But if you can see that, it's a very detailed, very tiny is what you're looking for, because you're going to be doing smaller pieces or having smaller pieces that are embossed. So the smaller the item or the closer together your swirls and stuff are, the more sense it will make on the smaller pieces that we were putting into this project. So there's that. I hope I've piqued your interest to keep you guys hooked up to me now. I have 2 I'm going to do here, and this is just like a cardstock from like Michael's or Joann's or Die Cuts with a View cardstock. I'm not positive. I just had a little sheet of it. I cut 5x7s for anything that wasn't out of the mat stack, so that I would be able to position where I wanted things. So it left me with a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm going to actually try and do both of these together. It may or may not work. This is from a coloring book, and my mom colored them. And, you know, she was at the point where she didn't care. She stayed in the lines. But I don't care. It's just cute. And so it's just a little pop of her going into my my different things here. But because there's a lot of green and red and some black, which would be more statement, more dramatical kind of thing. Dramatical? Is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, so I want to show you what I'm doing. So I have my Big Shot set up for the Thinlit dies, and I'm going to put both of those together. Now the one I've already run through, I can't remember if it was the damask or what, but I've already run through that one with a embossing folder, and I've done some of the other ones that way as well. So I'm just kind of eyeballing the center, and then I'm laying down each one of these as close to center as I can get. And when I start getting into these smaller ones, I'm actually been using my tweezers because it seems like my fingers just hit everything. Okay. Just eyeballing that everything is kind of close. All right, so I line my plate up I kind of use my fingers to make sure, and then I'm just going to lay it right down and squeeze it tight. All right, and then we're going to run this through. Oh, I'm just at a weird angle. It's good for the arm muscles, though. Oh my gosh, I have been chasing, well, okay, 'tis the season. It's getting cold outside, so, and we are out in the country. So you get field mice. Field mice, they're looking for someplace warm to cuddle down, cuddle up, and sleep for the rest of the year. Is that all the way through? I don't think so. Let me run this through one more time. That one moved. I don't think any of the other ones did. Oh. I pop that out, put it back. All right. Let me run this through one more time. Hopefully I'm not going to ruin it. Well, I don't think I have that one back in line just right. All right. And down. And here we go. Okay. Probably should have done this anyway because I'd forgotten that I was doing two. Okay, standing up now. I didn't get the board quite over, so it was trying to slide through. Yeah, that will work your little tushy off for sure. Okay, so I'm going to put this away because I am done with this for right now. Oh my gosh, that thing is so heavy. That's why I don't move it around too much. Okay, so now I've got 5 of those. Just going to slip those over there. I have all my different bases here. There are a few that are different sizes, just to kind of show you that, you know, you can do it any way you want. Some of these are run through an embossing folder. Some of them were done before, some of them were done after. I'm not finding any, you know, difference in that. Just an FYI. Wouldn't think you would, but all right. So there we go. So now what we're going to do is, where here's my mat stack. I couldn't believe where I put it. Okay, so here is the front of the back of a mat stack. Now remember, these are adhesive. So I'm going to pull this backing off to get my adhesive. Now these, like I said, are 6.5 by 4.5. So we're going to start, let's see which one do I want to start with. Let's start with the red that I did. And as you can see, this one is larger than this one, okay? So I'm just going to, the reason I did that is so that I could kind of place it where I wanted it. And that looks good to me. And it feels like maybe some of this adhesive is not really going to hold this, so I think I will glue things down. Okay, so then we're going to take one of our, see, this is embossed. Well, it was embossed. It's not embossed anymore. Because we ran it through. So yeah, you do need to do the embossing after you cut them out, because it did take off most of the embossing. I have a little embossing on here, but I don't have any on this piece. So it flattened it out, flat as a flitter. Okay, so then we're going to, and you can ink these if you want. I'm not going to do that. I moved all my glue out of the way. Oh, that's not it. So I've had this little field mouse in my craft room, and it's been driving me nuts because I'll hear it. Then I stop and I start banging on stuff. I think I chased it out of this room. And I hate killing them. You know, they're kind of cute. I just don't want them in my house, but I hate killing them. And really, that's about the only option you got. I don't know. I mean, I can't think of too many other options of, you can catch and release, but you know, the secret is you got to catch them first. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll have my son bring his cats over. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So then I'm going to take my time and line this first piece into place. And I tell you, by putting the glue on there, I am getting a moment to move it around. Okay, so there we go. And then next size, let's do something darker, I think. Yeah, so now here's one that I've embossed. This is the, I guess I didn't tell you that one. Where did I put those now? That mouse has got me so... Field mouse, yeah. Okay, this one was Sizzix Petals Aplenty. This is an old one. It's an old one. Let's just put some glue on here because it did make it easier. And I'm not putting it all over. I'm just kind of working spots, just so it'll float on the adhesive. And then we can do this. Not quite. Now the you do have to be aware that doing the wait a minute, I'm just concentrating getting this on. Okay, so by embossing it, it can shrink it a little bit. So you need to kind of work those embossed ones a little bit more than the other ones. Okay, now let's see. I have, I can do the same one back in there. Let's do that. And this one, well, this one though is embossed, and I'd like to. Okay, so now at this point, you can continue and put the next size down and then the center. Or you can put a picture behind like this size, or stamp a sentiment and put in there and have that in your center of any of these. You know, so you don't have to go all the way through. This is just a coffee stained index card, but it's a larger index card. I'm not sure of the dimensions of it. because I cut it down, where? Yeah, so I had, it was a triple fold card. So what is that? 8 by 5. So that was an index card. I've got some more of those. That was just in my scraps. This is great for scraps. Absolutely wonderful for scraps. So let's see. Do I want to bring in? There's just so much. Okay, so let's bring in this one. There we go. And then the center, I think I'll just come back with the original color. Is that just one? That is just one. I think I will. Yeah, why not? Okay. So didn't spend too much time really sweating it or anything like that. And then we can, oh, here it is. Like I said, I've been hearing that mouse and chasing after it and stuff, so I've got everything all miscombobulated over here. So, I'm going to cut this, well, probably easier if I could find my scissors, just to cut. So apparently I didn't get this super straight, but it really doesn't matter because I'm not done yet. And I'm just cutting off the excess. Now you can do this with your cutter, or see how well I did. Not too bad. So you can use these as pockets, tags. You could put a 4x6 on here. It wouldn't make any difference. I mean, you cover all the work, but it's no big deal. Of course, you can always get your 4x6 on there. This is great for writing, and this can just be decorative. So I just wanted to use some of my scraps to do some of this. So, you know, I don't have everything Christmassy, but let's make another one that is pretty Christmassy. Okay, so I think if I were to cut off, let's see, what is this? This is 5, so I need a 1/2 inch off both sides, maybe. Ooh, that's really close. So let me cut this one here, and then see what I end up. It needs to be 4.5. Yeah. Okay. Not quite even, but that's, again, it's okay. Okay. All right, so now we've got, and I can't do the 7 on there, but I'm pretty sure it's close to 7. So let me get my mat stack again. What did I do with it? I'm just all frazzled. Okay, and how about a, whoop, Where, there we go. I'm going to do a soft blue with this one. We're going to take the back off. Again, if you don't have the sticky back, just glue it on. Okay, and I'm going to start right. Let me go ahead and put some glue at least around the edges. Yeah, I don't hear it anymore, so I must have chased it out of here. I mean, you could just hear it. You know, every once in a while. I said that you don't need to be in my craft room. It's one thing to be in my house, but don't be in my craft room. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yes. Okay, so we're going to just lay this right down straight along the bottom. Trying to keep my hands off of the sticky part. All right, so there's that one. And then I have, let's see, this is a nice green for that one. Pink and green on the other side. Again, I'm going to get, especially on the insides area, so that it will stick. And then just carefully pop it into the space. Make sure it's sitting down nice and flat. All right. Now, I know I have the middle one with this same paper. Okay, so there's this one and this one or this one that that I would like to have. So there's that. Or that. Or that. And then what's the next size? I think I'll do this one. And then on this one, I have the houses again. That will be super cute. And then on this one, maybe I'll get that green again. Or I could do that one. See, there's so many possibilities. And then let me hold on a second, okay, guys? Okay, so I'll show you what I was up doing in just a second. Let's go ahead and get these two that I have picked out glued down. Yep, a little bit more. There we go. So just take your time on this part. You get a little bit of wiggle room. Just don't push down to move it. Try and just wiggle it with the part that you're holding up. And then once you get it inside all of the grooves, then you can burnish it down. That'll spread that glue out. Help that adhesive hold on. Okay, and then this one. See, it's nice having double-sided papers. Not all of mine were, but the nice thing with the double-sided papers is they usually always coordinate. And when you cut them, you're actually giving yourself options right off the bat. Okay, oh shoot. No, don't put this last one down yet, silly goose. All right, so I cut myself a piece of fabric, and I stamped it using VersaFine. The stamp is just a Merry Christmas stamp from Hobby Lobby. So that's what I did. And then I took some red stickles and did the little berries. I don't know if you can see that. I just tiny, tiny, tiny little touches on there. So the first thing that I want to do is make a mark. Center this where I want it. It took me a minute to find one that was going to really fit nicely, because I wanted, you know, of course, all the words, all the letters to fit in there. Okay, so then I'm going to take my pencil oopsie, and cut inside the pencil mark so that I can glue this down. Using the wrong scissors, but you get the idea. I don't see right off the bat. There they are. Everything's covered up and messy right now. I need to clean up on all 5 for sure. Okay, hopefully. So, this is the side that I want up. I'm going to get my Fabri-Tac. Flip this right way around. Don't get rid of those. You can stamp on those. I love stamping on fabric, and I don't do it hardly at all. Okay. Whoopsie. So, and I did everything, but you really only need to do the inside. But once I pick this up, then I will put it. So, let's lay it right where we want it. And then we're going to press this in here. And I know that there is enough Fabri-Tac that it is going to get everything all nice and neat. So, just like that. Now, this is, again, something that you can do with any nesting. You can mix and match anything, all different kinds of papers, you know, anything like that, for sure. The other thing that I thought about doing with these was using them as smaller tags. So basically cutting them in half. Now this was 6.5. So that is 3 1/4. So there we go. Now, those are interesting tags. You can set them up this way. You can put a nice little person on there. Let's see. Let's see what we got. I don't know that I have. I've got to get to fussy cutting some more people out. I don't have that many people. Let's see. So we have like this little girl here, or here's a little puppy dog. We can kind of put him right in the center. You know, whatever you like. It's super easy to decorate. You know, just kind of whatever. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, so, you know, it's just playing around with stuff to until you find what you like. But that is, you know, like this one, what I would do then is take my let's do this one. Yeah, we're just going to do this. And there you have a nice tag to stick in a pocket. Okay? And then you've got beautiful writing space. You can put your picture over it, or you can just leave it as pretty, put the picture on the back. You even have, because it is that smaller, you can write across the bottom. You know, you just get your 4x6 in there, or push it all the way up, and you have room for a little sentence, or the name and the date, something like that. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Just a way of using up some of your scraps, and we all like doing this. If you can think of a different version of this or something interesting, write a comment on it and let us all in on it. Okay? So let me know how you thought about this. Give me some thumbs up if you don't mind. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye. I just wanted to sneak back in and let you see. I've made 6 of them. Of course, you know, I'm working on, yeah, I actually made 7 of them. And but 2 of these, the blues, are not going into my journals because I don't really have a whole lot of blues. Maybe one of them. This one might, because it's got a good bit of green to it. But this one is not going to go into the album. These 2 will. So I haven't decorated them because I wanted you to just see them. But super cute. Again, you know, if you use, this was just scraps, so it was, I just grabbed some papers. You could definitely, this one, it's got, you know, one of them is embossed. This one doesn't have the center. It has material. There's so many different things you can do with this. I love this one. And like I said, if you cut them in half, well, you've got cool pockets. You know, either way, whichever way you want to do it. Of course, this has got verbiage on it, but, you know, you could just cover that up. But, yeah, so, now this one, I did a piece of the sticky back paper to a piece of the sticky back paper, and I got it slightly askew because I was really trying to line up the corners. And so I did get some spacing. I think you can see that there and there. So you definitely want to line up one corner and then just kind of let it fall if you're doing that. With the glue on there on all of the other ones, I was able to wiggle it a little bit, but because this was sticky to sticky, I didn't put glue on it. So bad me. So learn from my mistakes. And then this one, just kind of kept it, you know, just the 3 colors. And I loved how I put the little one back in there to get the final picture. But anyway, so just an idea. It'll go with any nesting thing that you have. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I just wanted to share all of them that I got done. Okay, till next time. Bye.